Okay, we're at the World Cup. Been here for a week now, and I gotta share with you my experience of the last 7 days on how good, how amazing, how bad, how outstanding this World Cup has been. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the beer, the lack thereof, or the dry World Cup. I gotta tell you, it's a blessing in disguise. We can get alcohol if we need to get it. You can go to a hotel. If you're staying with a host family like we are, like I am, it's there, it's available. But having no beer at the stadiums, having no alcohol at the stadiums has been the best thing ever. Everyone is so friendly. I love it. It's so interesting to see people like this. I was just talking with some fellow Canadians, and they said having no beer at the stadiums is the best thing ever. You're standing beside someone from a different country, anywhere in Europe or Africa or Asia. You all of a sudden become best friends because you're there celebrating the amazing game. All the crazy news reports that you're seeing or you're hearing, it's stupid, it's nonsense. Second night we were here, we were interviewed by ABC News, and the one question that he asked us was, it'd be nice to have a beer, right? You know what? That's nonsense. Having a dry World Cup, I gotta tell you, the people here in Qatar, they're onto something, my friends. The amount of friendships and the amount of fun that you're having with people. Think about this. We went to a game last night at 10 o'clock. Game finished at 12 p.m. So you can imagine, you've been drinking all day, what that train ride home would be like. Nuts. I'm so glad that there's no alcohol in here. We've been staying at the Pearl. The Pearl is beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. It's like going to Disney World. Actually, the whole country of Qatar or the city of Doha is like going to Disney World without the Disney World, and then having an upgrade like Las Vegas, and then that having an upgrade. Everything's marble. The people are beautiful. Drink. I haven't had a bad drink here in Qatar, actually. Everyone knows how to make great drinks. This is like a frozen coffee. Okay, I gotta show you something right here. I'm in one of the indoor walkways, and see this thing right here? That's pumping out beautiful fragrance. There's fragrance being pumped out across this entire city. It's like there's an amazing smell, aroma over the entire city, and it is outstanding. So I'm gonna walk you over to something that I've never seen before. It's the largest super yacht I've ever personally seen. I can't even explain it. You gotta check this out. Come with me. I gotta take you for a walk over here. Let's talk about the human rights thing that keeps coming up here at the World Cup, and there's been specific countries that keep harping on it, keep bringing it up. Yeah, you have the World Cup, and you paid a little extra money for it, and yet you've had over 6,500 people die while building the facilities for the World Cup, and of course our hearts go out to those families that endured that heartache and that pain. Yet it's like calling the kettle black. You know, there's other countries that have much worse human rights issues. You know, even look at the United States, close to 50,000 deaths every year attributed to gun violence. There's the suicide rate here is next to nothing, and then you look at Canada, it's maybe double the amount what they would get here. The UK is about the same, and then the US is like triple the amount. So everyone has their own issues. Everyone has a specific, perhaps, black eye. Not every country's perfect. Well, it says selfie spot, so we better take a selfie here, I guess. In fact, I was here last night. We got to come back here in the night, and all these buildings are lit up with LEDs. I'm gonna do some night shots. It's next level. It's next level. You should see this river gets all lit up, and all the buildings in Doha get lit up. We're coming back here for some night shots. Had to come inside to get some air conditioning again. There's hallways everywhere that are all cooled off. This is it's needed today. So yeah, the human rights is a thing. It's a thing in every country in the entire world. Which leads me to the people. The people here. You see my smile. The people here, I actually got chills. The people here are outstanding. They are amazing. Okay, so let's talk about the criticism from other countries and fans showing up here in what we thought was going to be a big issue, and it's not an issue. In fact, it's been an amazing thing, and it's gone viral. I know you've seen the videos on TikTok or Instagram or wherever, and that's fans showing up in their country's colors with the gutra. A gutra is the, for lack of a better term, the headdress that people would wear here when you live here, local citizens, if you will. And what the citizens were noticing was, in fact, fans were wearing it wrong. And you've seen the videos of them helping them get it just fitted just right, which is, it's amazing. The other cool thing is the thobe. Thobes are the long dress, if you will, that people would wear, the citizens would wear here, and it's been outstanding to see everyone show up in thobes of their country's colors and add some of their country flair to it, and the people here at Qatar love it. I try and explain it, and I can't. Until you're here to experience it, you just can't explain it and feel for it for yourself. The other thing that keeps coming up is, Garrett, like, what are you eating? We are eating amazing, and if you want local, if you want something that you know, hey, look what I'm standing in front of. There's a Starbucks, there's Burger King, there's pizza places here, but you don't want to eat that stuff. You want to eat, you want to eat the food that's here from Qatar in this region. The food in this region, I love it. Okay, let's talk about the heat. You might say, Garrett, how hot is it there? What's going on? And every day it's about 30 degrees, and it is hot, but it's all good, because you know what? When you got outdoor air conditioning right here, it's amazing. I'm actually kind of chilled right now. This side's hot, this side's cold, And you might think, what a waste of money, what the heck? But think about it, where we're from. I'm from Canada, right? We have outdoor heating, so what's the difference? The stadiums are all air conditioned as well, and they have an open roof. You might think, oh my gosh, what is happening? One of the first games we went to, I actually had to put my hoodie on because it was so cold. Outdoor air conditioning, it's a real thing, my friends. Outdoor air conditioning, I like it. It gets a thumbs up for me. So I said I'd bring you to the side where the big super yachts are. Well, maybe I can get a couple of shots of some of the big ones here. Let's see what we can do. Look at the size of this super yacht. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. Oh, wait. Sorry. I meant this one. Oh, look at that. I can't even get the whole thing in the camera. It's huge. I know. It's huge. It's huge. It's amazing. It's the Attila. And when I Googled it, it's 64 meters long. 13 meters across the beam, so that's the width of it, 13 meters. That's my boat knowledge. Look, this back here is a big, I forget what they call it, a beach deck or something like that. It opens right up, and there's tenders on it. This thing is gorgeous, and it sleeps 12, which isn't a lot, right? But of course these cabins are huge. There's only 6 cabins. It also has room for a crew of 17. This boat, it's amazing. The beach club at the back, the sides got garages on it. It's an aluminum frame. I don't know, these are all things that I guess matter, but I love it. Number 2 team in the world, Belgium. Oh my gosh, what a game, what an atmosphere. First World Cup game for Canada in 36 years. 70% of the crowd cheering for Canada. Oh, Canada was yelled so loud. I had chills. It was absolutely outstanding scenes. Now, heartbreak, I know. We lost 1-0. Yet we believe, little Ted Lasso, we believe it's gonna happen. If they play like that over the next 2 games, guys, they gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? My friends, this is what we do here. The whole country, the city smells fantastic. Thank you, my friend.
You are welcome.
There you
Welcome. Thank you.
There you go. So my friends, we're inside Al Stadium. This thing is outstanding. It's a huge tent. And people have been complaining about the cost of the World Cup being over $220 billion. Well, you know what? Who cares? There's so much money in this country. No one is in a need for money. And it's like the Emir just threw a party for the world and invited everybody to come. And everybody has come. This thing is outstanding. Every stadium is state-of-the-art, beautiful. Transportation is amazing. I have got nothing but good things to say about this World Cup. So it might be hard to see, but there's a guy behind me mopping the floors outside here. This happens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are constantly keeping this place clean. I've not seen any garbage. I've not seen, gum on the concrete or anything like that. This city, you can eat off these floors, my friends. This city never ceases to amaze me. So my first impressions on Doha, Qatar. Come on. So far, it might be my most favorite city in the world. You need to come here. You need to come here. You want to see what the nightlife is like. You want to see what the city looks like at night. Have a look at some of my other videos or some of my shorts. I posted some really cool stuff. Yeah, we're going to, I think we have 5 or 6 more football matches, soccer games. I got you. The atmosphere is just so fun here. I love it. I love it.